Hello everyone, my name is Nick Pettis and I'm doing a story on mental health and autism on online learning. I've interviewed several people and these are their stories. At the end of the video, I will share my own story. Hello, my name is Nicholas Pettis and I'm here with...
Gavin Toohey. Gavin Scott Toohey.
Do you mind sharing your major with us?
Like it's like I'm going for associates, and then, but eventually, my long-term goal is to get a bachelor's in computer science.
Nice.
Yeah, I know, but who isn't going for a bachelor's in computer science, honestly, nowadays?
Alrighty. If you don't mind sharing, what are your difficulties? Like, do you have any mental health issues, autism, stuff like that?
Major depression. Major depression. But it has been getting a lot better thanks to DSP. Well, it's now the ASC. It's called the ASC, all right? The
Accommodation
DSPS
Services
office.
Center.
Yes. Yeah. It's called the DS. Well, it was DSPS, but yeah. So sorry if I slip up and say DSPS.
No worries. Alrighty. So, as a student with autism and mental health issues, how does online learning make you feel?
Um. Well, I mean, I miss going to the library and stuff. Let me tell you. I mean, like, and I miss kind of going to like the classroom and stuff. But I mean, I kind of learned to like adapt a little bit. I've learned my own way to like adapt, sort of. Like I learned to like kind of like search out help on like how one like for instance, I was taking this one like what's a good instance recently like there for instance there's this one Discord server like English Spanish exchange, and it's like a really cool server, honestly, like where you can like but yeah, it's just like that kind of stuff, you know. You see, you're searching out help, you know. But I should probably go like, sorry also if I'm talking too much. Sorry, oh my gosh. I haven't done anything like this ever.
No worries, no worries. Alrighty. What is something you miss about in-person instruction?
Well, I do like video instruction, honestly. I guess the only thing is like saying like, well, one of the things at least is like sitting right next to like this. I remember there's this one guy, this one really cool guy I sat right next to in class and stuff. I just really liked him. And I feel like as if now, if like, yeah, I guess it's like, I guess the only thing like, you know, that's common, like, you know, like, is like, oh, hey, I get to make a buddy or something, you know what I mean? But I also like a little bit like, I'm trying to think. Like, I mean, I guess also a little bit like, but I mean, there's certain things. Like the one thing coming to my head right now is like, you know, like the personal interaction. But I suppose like, you know, Zoom meetings and stuff, like you know, kind of go around that kind of thing. Where like, I mean, I feel like I have this Spanish teacher. It's really dope, honestly, if I do say so myself. And I feel like as if she's super nice and stuff, and she interacts with the students and stuff. And I really like the class and stuff. But I suppose that some people would be uncomfortable with the whole entire like online environment. But me, I'm personally like all for it, honestly. But I guess there are some drawbacks that I'm not thinking of right now.
Alright. What do you not miss about being in person, like seeing your actual teachers?
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I don't have to like go. I don't have to rush to school. I can just go on my computer and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I have to go on a Zoom meeting. But also like, I guess there's also like the fact that like if I have I'm trying to think of something. Like, I guess like the only thing I could think of right now is like if I have like a cruddy teacher, I don't have to like, you know, they're saying because certain classes like, you know, you don't actually implement Zoom meetings and stuff, you know. So if I have like a cruddy teacher, I don't know. Hey, I don't have to interact with the cruddy teacher. But in all honesty, I can't honestly like. I mean, I personally look for it. I can't honestly think of any drawbacks to, you know, going back to school and stuff, honestly, you know, and everything going back to normal, honestly, straight up.
Alrighty. What is something you like about online learning?
It's it's a little bit more. I suppose it's like a little bit more. How would I say it? Like, I mean, in my personal experience, it's more like as if like there's certain classes that definitely have drawbacks. My friend didn't really take this one computer hardware class because she knew that would be much harder, to do online because you have to fiddle around with like the parts and stuff, and that's much more easier in person and stuff than just rather on pictures and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that stuff I understand, but like one thing I like about online is that like I guess also like excuse me, like there's a little less anxiety. Oh yeah, that's the one thing. I guess as a person who kind of suffers from like social anxiety a little bit, but again, I guess it's like you don't have to like worry about oh no, I have to interact with this person. I hope I don't look like a goof and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like you just have to like sit and interact with the teacher specifically. You know what I mean? And it's like yeah, so that kind of alleviates that a little bit, but like. What else is there? Also, sorry if I talk too much. I don't want to like end up talking too much this whole entire thing. So you could cut me off. Yeah, you could cut me off whenever you want. Okay.
All right. What is one thing you? What is one thing you dislike about online learning?
This is one thing that my mom points out a lot. Like it's like. Well, I mean, this is something I've always struggled with, but like, staying on task a little bit because, like when you're at home on a laptop and stuff, there's a whole bunch of things you could click on this link and this link and this link. You know what I mean? So there's that. And, well, I guess there's also like a little less time to like, interact with the like, other students about like certain things and stuff. But then again, but then again, there's always like, certain. But I figured out how to deal with that by like finding like certain like clubs online and stuff in order to talk to people about certain things that I'm like looking into. Like for instance, like my American government class. Like normally, if I wanted to like talk to someone about like American government in a class, I would just go up to a random student and be like, or the teacher specifically, go, hey, what do you think about this and stuff? And it's like, oh, and then they would be like, oh, I think this and this, But instead, I kind of have to go around that and kind of try to find like a certain for instance, there's this one subreddit I went to like history and stuff, and I kind of look up stuff about like, oh, what they think about this sort of thing. And then like, again, it's like you do have to do a little bit more like, a legwork in order to find people to talk about that stuff with. But yeah. So that's a little bit of a nuisance, but yeah.
All right. This is my last question. Okay. How do your differences affect your studying at home?
I'm gonna do my differences. Well, I kind of wish I kind of had a little bit more like I wish I could like. I don't know. I mean. Normally, when I go to school and stuff, I have like I could go to the ASC, you know what I mean, and like God talk to them like, oh hey, I'm kind of down about this and stuff. But now I have to like have to make a separate meeting with them and stuff, and to kind of wait another day to do that sort of thing instead of like being able to go directly to there and stuff. So that's kind of like a little bit of a bummer, honestly, when it comes to like online learning that you can't exactly. Like immediately talk to someone about. But of course, I found like support networks that have helped me. Honestly, like there's this one thing called 7cups.com and stuff that really did help me. And then also there's like other like online community niches that are like oh hey, we're all peer support and stuff. So you end up having to like. But I do miss the peer support in like on campus. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, thank you for answering all my questions.
No problem, mate. Is there anything else?